Hey guys, it's Justin from Stars Fanatics, and I'm here to review Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. So I got early release tickets to see it yesterday, and I've just got to say, it is so good, so much better than I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be this good. So today I'm just going to be giving you my thoughts and opinions on the movie. There's going to be a lot of spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, click off and get back on the video when you have seen it. So first, there were some debates whether this movie should have an opening crawler or not, which it doesn't. I had some mixed opinions on it. Yeah, I get it because it's not an actual episode that there's not going to be some opening credits, but I kind of missed it, to be honest. I thought the transition at the beginning of the movie was kind of just strange, but other than that, then you're gonna see Jyn as a young girl, and Orson Krennic wants to take her dad, Gale, because they need help finishing making the Death Star, and so Jyn runs away, um, and yeah, you'll see her meet with Saw Gerrera. He's gonna take care of her for a while, but then you'll see her, grow older, and it's in the present, and so we see that Mon Mothma and a group of rebels basically get Jyn Erso, and they try to get her to get the Death Star plans because Jyn's dad is the one that has them. Um, so we're going to be seeing a lot of new characters. She meets Cassian Andor, which is he's a rebel. He's a really cool character, and but then we're going to meet his droid K2SO, which K2SO has got to be one of the best droids in Star Wars. His lines were just so well written, so funny. And when they were debating on whether Jyn was telling the truth about these Death Star plans, because she was the only one that saw the hologram of it, there's it feels like there's somewhat like politics in Star Wars, because a lot of the senators and all the rebels were debating on whether she'd be telling the truth, and if there really was a weak spot in the Death Star that Jyn's dad put in there because he wanted it to be destroyed. So they basically tell her no, but Cassian and a group of rebels, along with Chirrut Îmwe and Baze Malbus, which I'll get into them in a sec, they decide, say screw it, we're gonna do it anyways. So they go to Scarif, and this is a all-out war movie. It is awesome. One thing I will say though, Chirrut Îmwe, it was so good in this movie. We've seen some of him in the trailers. He's not a force wielder like some people were speculating. He just believes in the force. He kind of has a chant that he says. He says, "I'm one with the force is with me." He just believes in it so much, even though he's blind. He uses a staff, and his other senses are very enhanced. Baze Malbus is one of his very good friends. They're kind of like teammates together. He's another very enjoyable character. But one thing, when they were going to leave, you kind of learn that the rebels, they've done some bad things. But when they were going to get Jyn's dad, he actually dies because pretty much because the rebels, they came in X-wings and bombed the place, and he's dead. And Cassian and a lot of other rebels are to blame, and Jyn is very mad at him for that. So there's a lot of tension growing in the movie. In the middle, we finally get to see Darth Vader. He talks to Orson Krennic. He actually force chokes him. He doesn't die or anything, but he's just kind of pissed at Krennic. But yeah, we only got to see a little bit of Vader there. One thing I will say, just a random thought, they did this cool thing with Grand Moff Tarkin, where they basically got an actor and they kind of face morphed him into the original Grand Moff Tarkin actor, And man, was that cool. It looked just like the original Grand Moff Tarkin, and he sounded just like him. It was just awesome. Um, but later in the movie, we get to see the Jyn and Cassian do find the plans for the Death Star, and they get them. And near the end of the movie, we see Vader basically. It pretty much the movie basically ends kind of where A New Hope began, which was what I wanted from the beginning. It was so cool. But we get to see Darth Vader get into a rebel ship, and oh my gosh, he gets his lightsaber out and he kills all of them. It is probably the coolest action scene with Darth Vader I've seen in any of the Star Wars movies, and that is not an over exaggeration. You guys have to see it just for that part in the end. But I mean, it was just so good. One thing that I was speculating on earlier, and it actually did happen, was the rebels dying. Because earlier in the movie, because director Krennic was, kind of responsible for the making of the Death Star, and Darth Vader basically gets the Death Star basically blows up Scarif with Krennic and all the rebels on it, and so yeah, Krennic basically just got to see himself being destroyed by something he built. And it was really sad to see all the rebels die. Not all of them died from that part, some rebels died earlier, like Troop died in battle. But these characters are really well fleshed out. I really liked them. It didn't feel like more of a standalone movie, more than just it felt like an episode 3.5 kind of, which I really liked, which I think Disney should be really proud of this movie, and we should have more movies like this. I mean, it was just so good. It really was. But I want to know what you guys think about Rogue One. I personally really liked it. It'd definitely be my favorite prequel and one of my favorite Star Wars movies. I'm not sure where I rank it now because I'm just so hype about it now, and there might have been a few things I missed. I'm going to see it a few more times, of course. But, so yeah, it's been Just from Star Wars Fanatics. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.